Well, good morning. Welcome to the Loch Vale Trail Conditions Report for the week of December 15th, 2025. I'm Lisa, and I just left the Glacier Gorge trailhead where it was just a touch windy, maybe about 20-mile-an-hour gusts. I have my handy dandy little wind meter that my friend loaned me that I'm going to use today. It's supposed to be windy today, but not crazy. The trail is nice and icy packed. So as you can see, I've got my micro spikes on, and that is working really well for grip on this hard packed snow surface. So let's head on up into Loch Vale and see what we find today. It's going to be a gorgeous sunny day, and we'll see what the wind does. So far it's not looking bad. We're down here in the trees, but I'll keep you posted. See you farther up the trail. I'm really loving this walk in the woods, listening to the wind rage above the treetops. This week, again, is supposed to be a very windy week. Strong and damaging winds. So much so that I read one report that Boulder, Colorado, is turning off power sources for tomorrow. Well, I can't remember for which day. For one of the days that has the highest winds in anticipation of that. So this December of 2025 has been one of the windiest I remember. Not to say that it hasn't been windier, but in my memory, it's been really windy. And today I feel like we'll see how it is at the loch, you never know. But yeah, it feels good here in the forest. Not too windy, but I can hear it raging. Can you hear it? Anyway, we'll see when we get up there. We did have a 2-day break in this wind pattern. Sunday and Monday. December, what would that be? 14th and 15th. And I took that opportunity to go up Longs because I've been looking for a day this month. I had a failed attempt to go up Longs Peak on December 1st because of the wind, even though it wasn't forecast to be that high. And then I've been looking for a day ever since then. And the first I found was Sunday, December 14th. And so I went up there and it was awesome. And it was my 72nd consecutive month in a row. So 6 years of going up there every month. And I took video. So stay tuned for that video. I just went up the keyhole route because I actually had a couple people lined up, 3 people lined up to go with me at different times. And they all ended up canceling because, you know, life gets in the way. But so I went up there by myself and went up the keyhole route, and it was a beautiful day with very little wind. So yeah, be on the lookout for that video. Coming soon, coming your way. Looking back down the trail that I just came up, I wanted to show you this section of trail. A lot of times this section of trail can get filled in super steep with snow, so you have to kind of kick your way across it. But right now, today, and this week probably until the snow flies again, it is a nice level packed trail through that section, which is really nice because then you don't worry about falling down that slope. And the drainage is not in yet as far as being able to walk along it because there's still a lot of open water. So yeah, since this is a trail conditions report, that's a trail condition. Yeah. I love this view into the drainage. Want to check it out? Isn't that so beautiful? Doesn't feel too bad. Got a reading of 40 but not too bad really. Let's see if the lake is fully frozen this week. Not too bad, really. What a beautiful place. Magnificent. Don't you just love it up here? I sure do. So what? Steady wind of like 16, gusting to 40? Those are the lows and highs that I see. But overall, pretty mild for wind up here. Look at this ice, it's so pretty. This is the section I popped through the ice last week. Yeah, it looks like somebody else did too. There's more tracks here. You can see that whole little shelf is sunken. Yeah. Better not go on that. Seems to be a warmer spot in the ice, maybe heat radiating off these rocks over here. I just think the patterns in the ice are so unique and interesting. You can see the bubbles deep down there. I just love it. Look at all this. I always say I don't trust these lakes to cross them until mid-December, and it's mid-December. I'm still a little wary because of me popping through last week. So I went along the shoreline and avoided that one spot where my foot busted through the ice last week, and made sure that everything I was standing on was at least 4 inches thick. So I probably would not walk right across the lake today. I'll give it another week and see how that goes. But yeah, just wanted to let you know the conditions that are on the ice. I'm tucked in the woods here, just near the loch. The loch's right over there, the lake itself. And I just wanted to finish up the trail conditions report. The wind's not very bad today, but we are forecast for this coming week to have strong and damaging winds for a lot of the days. So watch the forecast and check that out and see what day is good for you to come up and enjoy this amazing, beautiful place. I've really loved it. I put on microspikes right at the trailhead, and I've worn them all the way to the loch, and on the portion, of course, where I've walked on the lake. They've been very useful. So I brought snowshoes with me, but I haven't needed them today. So yeah, thanks so much for watching the channel. Thanks for tuning in for these weekly reports so you can see what's happening in Rocky Mountain National Park on a weekly basis. It's pretty fun for me to do, and I hope it's fun for you to watch. Thanks for commenting and for liking and for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more great content to come, and we'll see you next week.